Alright guys, so this is the good time to implement our Bootstrap template. Okay, so in this course we are going to use a ready-made Bootstrap template, okay, which I bought from the internet. So in the resource section of this video I have attached a zip file, okay, zip folder named Great Cart template. Okay, so you just have to go there and download it. So I prefer to use ready-made template. It is because as a backend developer you don't have to be much concentrating on too much HTML or Bootstrap work. Okay, so because every time whenever the requirement comes, you just have to grab the ready-made template and implement all the Django stuff into that template. Okay, so that's how we work, or at least I work. I think a lot of the backend developers do this. Okay, so this saves a lot of time, and but for doing this you have to have a little bit of HTML and Bootstrap knowledge. Okay, so otherwise you may get confused. All right, so for now just download this template, and when you download it you get this folder, and right click here and extract to Great Cart templates. Okay, so here just click like this and you get this Great Cart template folder here. Okay, like this. And when you get this folder you just have to open this folder from the another text editor. Okay, just to make sure you are not opening it from the default text editor which you are using for the Django project. So instead you open this folder from the maybe you can use Notepad++, or you can use Sublime Text, or anything, any text editor you want to use. You just can do that. Just for me it is I think for me the Sublime Text is good. Okay, so just hit drag and drop these folders and files here, so you will get all these files. Okay, so you can see cart HTML, index HTML, place order, all these are the HTML files. So when I bought this template it was not like this. Okay, it had many components, many files, but for the sake of this project I just edited all the the file names, and removed all the junk stuff from here, kept only the files that are needed for our project. All right, so do this, and once this is done, then go back, and we need to configure the HTML the Django templates. Okay, so for now we are using return HTTP response and homepage, like we are printing the homepage text from this HTTP response. All right, so this is not the good way when it comes to using the templates. All right, so because in the template we will be having a lot of HTML tags and CSS files and JavaScript and all those stuff. It is like impossible to use those templates in the HTTP response. Okay, so instead of this HTTP response we will use a render function, so that we will render all the HTML templates. All right, so first of all just return remove that HTTP response and say render, pass in the request comma the template home.html. this home.html is not exist yet, but we have to create this. All right, and we don't want this now, we need a render. Okay, so this render also comes from django.http. all right, so just save it. And all right, so the next thing is we need to create templates. All right, so we need to create a templates folder. Make sure you are right clicking on the parent folder. Okay, so this is the Great Cart parent folder, or I can say the root folder. All right, right click here and say new folder. Here name it templates. Okay, templates, hit enter. All right, so the templates folder is created now. So inside this templates folder we have to create this HTML file. Okay, so again right click on this templates folder new file and say home.html. okay, all right. So now this part is done, and the last part is we need to tell the settings file that we have created and we are using templates in this project. okay, so just in the settings.py file and scroll down to the templates part here, and inside the dirs here inside this list just open single quotation and templates. okay, so here like this, save it. okay, so that's it for now. And so now the home.html is blank, so what we'll do, we will say h2 and this is template. okay, so I think everything is fine now. Let me just cross verify it. Return render request from Django. Sorry, I did a mistake here. This is not http. okay, so Django dot shortcuts. okay, so I'm sorry for that, because I told you guys render comes from Django.http, but it was my fault. okay, so Django doesn't come from render doesn't come from the http, it comes from shortcuts. okay, so save it, and I think rest everything is fine. We have imported views. okay, let's go back and go to our 127 and this port number and say yes, this is template, and our template is loading, right? So the next part is to get all the HTML code from the this index.html to this file home.html. okay, so we'll do that in the next video. okay, thanks.